All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today we're going to decode the modern news page. We're going to take just one single article from CBS News and pull back the curtain to see what's really going on behind the scenes.
So let's just dive right in. You know how it is, right? You're scrolling, you see a headline that catches your eye, and you click it. Simple. But have you ever really stopped to look at everything else on that page? I mean, all that other stuff. What is it even for?
For our example, we're starting with this headline. It's pretty straightforward. Harvey Weinstein faces third rape trial in New York. It's a big story, definitely the kind of thing that makes you want to click. But here's the thing. That headline and the story you think you're about to read, well, it's really just the tip of the iceberg.
All right, so you've taken the bait. You click the link. You're on the page, ready to get the details. But what is the story you actually came here to read?
And, well, this is it. Seriously, that's the entire article. 2 sentences. The whole story you clicked on, it's just 23 words. That's all there is.
Now, this is where it gets really interesting. Just look at the difference here. The story itself, 2 sentences. But the page it lives on, it's got hundreds of links. It's kind of mind-boggling, right? So the big question is, what on earth is all that other stuff?
Okay, let's dive under the water and see the rest of that iceberg. The very first thing you run into is this huge navigation universe. And believe me, its one and only goal is to get you to click on something. Anything besides what you came here for.
Think about it. You haven't even finished reading those 2 tiny sentences, and bam, you're already being shown a whole menu of other things to look at. US, world, politics, entertainment, crime, space. It's like they're immediately trying to distract you, trying to get you to just forget the story you're on and jump down a totally different rabbit hole.
And just look at what's on offer here. It isn't just a list of other articles. No. The page is basically a doorway to 15 different local news feeds, 20 different live streams going 24/7, and, get this, 16 full TV shows. This isn't a page with an article on it. It's basically a whole TV network hiding in plain sight.
And if you want a sense of just how deep this rabbit hole goes, check this out. Just one of those links, the one for the CBS Evening News, it opens up a playlist with almost 70,000 videos. It's practically an endless library of content, and it all starts from that one little 2-sentence story page.
Okay, so it's not just about throwing a ton of options at you. Now let's look at what's happening on the side of the page. This is what I like to call the engagement engine. This whole section is built for one reason and one reason only: to figure out what'll make you click and then make you click again.
All right, take a look at the top video section, right next to our little 2-sentence story. It starts off predictably enough, with another piece of serious news. But then, just one click away, the tone completely changes. Suddenly, we're watching a sweet, emotional story about a kid's lost toy. Total heartstring stuff.
And right after that, something totally different again. A funny, viral clip about a reporter's accent. Did you see that whiplash? We went from serious news to sentimental to funny all in a row. It's like they're just throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks, just hoping one of those things is going to be what gets your next click.
And it's not just the topic, it's the length too. They've got something for every possible attention span. You only have a couple of minutes? Here's a quick news clip. Feeling like something a little longer? How about a 4-minute feature? Got time to kill? Well, here's the full 46-minute episode of a TV show. They're all right there, all fighting for your attention. Okay, so let's step back for a second. We've seen this tiny little story and this absolutely gigantic ecosystem that's been built up all around it. But the real question is, why? Why build a page this way? What's the actual point of all this?
The answer? It all comes down to these 3 words: time on site. For a media company, this metric is everything. It's the holy grail. The entire page, every single link, every video thumbnail you see, it's all been carefully engineered with one goal in mind: to keep you on their website for as long as humanly possible. Because, well, the longer you stay, the more valuable you are.
And this is the playbook right here. It's a 4-step process. First, they attract you with that juicy headline. That's the hook. Second, they surround you with this overwhelming amount of other stuff to watch. Third, their goal is to retain you, to keep you clicking from one thing to the next to drive up that time on site number. And finally, step 4, monetize. The more you watch, the more ads you see, and more ads, of course, means more revenue. It's a really simple but incredibly effective cycle.
So, in the end, what is the real purpose of this page? Well, it's not just one thing. It's designed to do all of this: maximize your time on the platform, show you as many ads as possible,
and get you hooked on their entire ecosystem. Their other shows, their apps, their streaming services. This page is basically serving two masters at the same time. Its job is to give you information, sure, but its business is to capture and hold on to your attention.
So that really leaves us with one final big question. The next time you click on a headline, I want you to try something. Look past the 2 or 3 sentences of the story. Look at everything else. Look at the whole structure of the page. And just ask yourself, was this page built for me to read something? Or was it built to get me to watch something? I think you'll find the answer is pretty revealing, and it might just change the way you look at online news for good.